Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are back on Forza Horizon 4 and today we are going to be checking out the Forzathon shop and Forzathon of this week. So we have got the reward car for this week is the 1965 Hoonigan Gymkhana 10 Ford Hoonicorn Mustang. Now again, this is not one of my favourite cars in the world. This is, again, I know nothing about this. Again, it's another rehashed version of a car I've already got in the game. Just like we're going to receive after the 22nd, when we're going to get just a new update for the game. We'll receive more Forzathon special cars, which are going to be rehashed versions of cars we've already got in the game, with other liveries on it. I'm not exactly best pleased about this. I find this rather irritating. This car could have just been, well, one whole car. You could literally just had this car, and then had two different colour options. When you buy a car, you go to colours and then go to manufactured colours, and then you can go to either this car, this livery, or the previous livery. I think that would have been so much better. But obviously, no, we haven't got that. We've just got reskinned versions, and they're two separate cars. So unfortunately, we have to deal with that, and have to spend 200 Forza points on a car that I'm not really fond of. I've already done the Forzathon. I've just done it. The video went a bit wrong. I couldn't really use that publicly, so that kind of went a bit wrong. So yes, so we just got this video of me just buying the car and just briefly telling you what to do to complete this Forzathon. So first of all, we've got to own and drive one of these 2013 Caterham Superlight R500. I won this for a wheel spin earlier, a few months ago, so a few weeks ago even. So I was able to get one of them. And then, oh, not that one, this one. Beat the rush hour traffic, earn 5 threading the needle skills. Now these aren't very easy to do at all. It's pretty much pot luck. Now, the way you do this is that if there's two cars on the road, so you have one going towards you and one going away from you, you've got to then go in between them two. Yeah, that is quite difficult. The best other way of doing it as well is that if you're going on the motorway, two cars going the same way but going in between them. If you just go in between two cars, coming towards you, that's the best way of doing it. Yeah, pot luck really. You need to make sure that you, by chance, you get you've got two cars coming towards you and you go in between them. But judging by this game, and the traffic's quite low in this game, there's not many cars around, that is quite difficult. So that was quite hard to do. Not that button again. This one, so the next one, earn 9 stars from the danger sign. Now I did, we bounce over to the map. I did this jump over here. If you've got this one, so I just zoomed along here, went up the ramp, sorted, did that a few times, took about 10 minutes or so, did that. If we go back to the welcome back page and then do the spring Forzathon. And then the last one to do is circuit events, a road racing circuit event. So what I did, I created my own event, which is here. Broadway Village Circuit. I just created one with one lap, and I set the driver tiles to the easiest possible because I really don't want much stress at the moment. So I thought I'd just zoom the cars right down to the lowest level, just do it 4 times, simple as done, easy peasy. So then got that one done. So that's 141 points, and now we're going to buy this. No, not this. Where am I going? That way. Right. So not that one again. Keeps trying to advertise that, and I want to advertise this. I want this. Right, so that's this one. So that's that done. It's got 100 Forza points, and then you go over to the shop, and we have got. What am I doing? I don't even know where I'm going. I mean, we completely put out of sorts for a second. Coming soon, spring Forzathon. There's where I'm meant to be going. So yeah, let's go and buy this thing. 1965 Hoonigan Mustang for 200 Forzathon points, which is quite expensive. It's about the same amount as a Porsche, I think it was, that amount. Anyway, so let's go into my house. I'm right next to here. So let's go and have a look at this thing. It is over here, Hoonigan. And there it is. Right, let's see what the difference is between this thing. So 985 is the number. 985. So again, it's just exactly the same car. They literally just grabbed the car, put a new livery on it, and sold it off for 200 Forzathon points. Oh, that drives me insane. That really does when gaming companies do that. I would rather, like this. This is what I was talking about earlier. So I was saying about the manufactured colours. So if I wanted this car, so I click on this, press Y, and then there'd be two colours here. There'd be this one and then the one we just got today. And you just flip between whichever livery you wanted. If you wanted two of them, buy this again, and then put this livery on it. Rather than it being two separate cars, because then the other car, because games have got a certain amount of megabyte space it can have before the game starts crashing, the performance starts degrading, etc. So that means this game can only have a certain amount of cars in the game. If Turn 10 keep rehashing cars like this, they're using up megabyte space, which means using up car slots. That is what annoys me, because cars that I really want to have in the game, like the Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren, the Jaguar S-Type R, the Lister Storm, the Jensen Interceptor, the Mercedes-Benz E55 AMG, the list goes on. There's all different cars I'd like to see in the game, which are completely different from cars we've actually got already in the game, which could be used instead of having a rehashed car that we've already got with a different livery. Now, this is not the only car we're going to have that's going to be rehashed. We've got an Escort coming, which is effectively this thing with a rehashed body with new skin on it, I think. No, actually, no, we're not having... No, I can't remember if we're having one of them or not, but I know we've definitely got one of them with a livery on it, and I know we've got an M Sport Fiesta rally car with a rehashed livery on it. So, yeah, I know we've got two more coming that's rehashed, so not brilliant. But instead of moaning and groaning about them rehashing content and not having something I want, let's go and take a look at this thing. The trouble is, this month's been quite disappointing for cars. This month's been quite disappointing for cars. As the first week we had a Gallardo Performante, which was fine. We already had a Gallardo in the game, so it kind of felt like a little bit rehashed, but because it was a different version of it, I was alright with it. Then we had a body-kitted Mustang, which I don't like body-kitted cars like that. It's all unoriginal, so I'm not really fond of that. And then we had a Hot Wheels car, which was rubbish. I hate Hot Wheels cars, so that was not good. And then we had another Hot Wheels car, which again, I don't like Hot Wheels cars, so that was annoying. And now I don't like Hoonigan cars, and we've got another Hoonigan car, which is another rehashed version of a car we've already got. And shouts out to Lackland Wilson, who let me know down in the comments of the last video how to move the camera like this. It's brilliant. I'm so glad we found that out, because that makes my life so much easier. Again, this is looking extremely familiar from the car we already had in the last game, so this is looking pretty dull. And to be honest, I actually prefer the other livery. The white wheels are really quite stand-out-ish. The gold ones were not that bad, but the white ones are really quite out there. It wouldn't be so bad if this car had been like performance boosted somehow, like in real life. Like, no, Ken Block decided to put this new livery on it and put new performance stuff on it. But it hasn't. It's exactly the same car with a new livery. But it still makes me think they should have just done it my way. I mentioned just now. Yeah, there is a car coming on the main road. You know that, right? You know the road board. Bloody quick though. I'll give them that. Whoa! Oh, this thing is mental. That was my bad. I was not concentrating. I was looking at that face that's looking back at me on the boot there. So I was wanting to bump it by the line. This thing is completely mental. You know what? I'm going to do a drag event in this. This thing's going to be brilliant, I can imagine. Now again, I'm still not impressed in the fact that this is a rehashed car, but generally the car itself was mental and quick as it is. But I still would prefer it if we had an E55 AMG, and an SLR McLaren, an S-Type R, a Lister Storm, a Jensen Interceptor, blah blah blah. My list goes on. Festival drag, yeah, we'll go for that, whatever. I've never done a drag event, so this is a new one for me. Now the music's not here, the music's not here, don't forget the music's not here, so we're going to just make some funny noises and just cover over the music here so I don't copyright on it. Because of course we can't turn the music off in this game because they're retarded and they won't let you turn the music off, so you've got to listen to this droning crap forever and ever and ever, and then you get copyrighted on it when you're on YouTube, so I've got to talk over it so then hopefully I don't get copyrighted on it. It's pathetic, this loading screen's going on forever, I need to make this weird talking, speeding, there we go, Ooh, slow down. Yeah, I don't want to get copyrighted again, I'm getting copyrighted so many times. Wow, that's quite mad, this one. Oh, that was quick. 8 seconds. That's pretty quick. 823 quid, I think that's the lowest I've ever got in a race before. Not bad for a first ever drag event, I mean. So yeah, this thing is quite mad. You saw the way how that launched. But again, as I'm going to keep saying, it's something I would prefer if we didn't have this car in the game. I preferred it if we had something else. But of course, there's a lot of you out there who love this thing to death and would love driving it all the time. Where me, this will probably be the last time I drive it until I have to do like the showcase test drive video in a year's time. That'll be the next time I'll drive this. So yeah, there we go. Now, when I was doing the Forzathon, I was doing this discussion about the cars in this game. I don't like. Now I know that they've. Right, let's reword myself. Turn 10 have tried to be new and innovative in this game by adding mad, wacky vehicles that Gran Turismo don't have. Examples are like the AMG Transport Dynamics Warthog Halo car, and this and the other Hoonigan cars, and the Formula Drift cars, and James Bond cars. Now, frankly, in fairness, I'm not fond of them at all, not one bit. And it really upsets me when they keep adding cars like this into the game. Especially the Hot Wheels is the one that gets my goat the most. The Hot Wheels really does get me goat. I didn't even want to mention it in that list, but I'm going to mention it because it just gets on my nerves so much. They just ruined the realism and the look of the game. Like, why can't we get real life production cars that you can actually go to a showroom and buy, or perhaps go to a company and buy? No, maybe perhaps not pure production cars, like the Hennessy Venom F5 for example. When that car comes out, I can't imagine them making that many, so I can't imagine it being enough to make it a production car. So I'd like Hennessy F5 in this game, but it's not a production car. So what I just said earlier is I won't want a Hennessy F5. That is not true one bit. I want the Hennessy F5, but it's a real life car that someone can go to Hennessy if they've got enough money and buy it, and it's a real car. Well, this is a real car, but it's a one-off. Ken Block built it, blah blah blah. You can't buy one yourself, and it's a pimped up Mustang, which I don't like. So yeah, it's been a bit demotivational this month for the cars. I haven't really been that motivated in trying to get as many Forzathon points as possible to get these cars, because they're cars that I don't really want. Like, I don't want this. This could have been just simply another livery. They could have, oh, new update, we've got a new livery for the Hoonicorn Mustang, we've got a new livery for the M Sport, the Fiesta. Like they did in GTA 5. They just for a new DLC, they added liveries to the cars, like the Mamba and the Coquette Classic and the other things like that got new liveries. They could have just done that in this game. So we could have just gone to the auto show, view all, and then gone to Hoonigan when it bloody loads up. Here we go. Gone in here. Oh, what livery do I fancy? Do I fancy going for one that some artist has made? Or which some of them are fantastic. Some of these people have made. Or I go on to the production manufacturer colours, and I could select, oh, a black one with white wheels, or this one with the gold wheels. Oh, I quite like the gold wheels. Oh, boom, sorted. Simples. That would only take up like 0.5 gigabytes, not even that. Just with adding livery on there. So they've done it wrong. Turn 10 have done it wrong. If I was on their team, I would not have done it that way. Because all they've done really is made more work for their employees. They've made less work, less choice available for cars, because in terms of like cars themselves, not the car customization. They haven't really done it properly, I think. If I was the manager of that company, I would say, right, do it this way. We're going to have liveries for the cars, and update them for the new liveries. We're not going to update it as a new car, because we'll go and find some cars that the people actually want, and then add that to the game, and then not take up as much gigabyte space in the game as it would do for making two separate cars, like they've done. So they've done it completely wrong, I think. So there we go. But yeah, there is my video for today. A nice quick 15-minute one. I know I couldn't show you me doing the Forzathon. I just thought I wasn't a particularly good mood I was in at the time, because I was quite annoyed about this. But I've had enough time to sit down and sort of explain why I'm so annoyed about this. And the fact that I have been stressed out the last few weeks. I've had a whole 2 months of me only having 1 day off a week. Now, I know some people out there have only got like no days a week, but I've only have 1 day off a week. I've been quite busy. I'm quite stressed out. Also, I'm thinking about my second channel that's coming. I may unveil in the next couple of days for my 200 subscriber special. So I've got a lot on my mind, and also this has annoyed me, so my mood's not been particularly brilliant. But yeah, hopefully you found it alright. And hopefully you found it slightly helpful, and you find out that this thing, and hopefully Turn 10 is going to be paying attention to what I'm saying, and make it easier for them, and actually be able to provide more to people who actually want more cars. And I know a lot of you out there are probably saying, there's so many cars in the game, you don't need more. I like loads of cars to drive. I don't care if it's a Citroen DS3 Racing, as long as it's a production car, it's real, it's not from a film, it's not from some bloke who's just customised their cars and drift around it. I want a car that is real. It could be a Citroen DS3 Racing, it could be, I don't know, it could be a Fiat Multipla, for crying out loud. I prefer a Fiat Multipla to this. That's what like, this is cool in the fact because it's stupidly fast. But, yeah, I'm not going to explain any more before I'm going to get too angry. So, yes, hopefully tomorrow, when I do my next video, I'll be in a better mood, and I will be very excited, because I'm actually quite excited about tomorrow's cars, because we've got 2 new Vauxhalls, which are real. They're real cars you can actually buy for real in real life. So I'm actually quite excited for them too. So yes, thank you very much for watching this video. A very quick showcase of this car, doing a quick drag race, beating everything and mullering it. So yeah, there we go. Thank you very much, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, hopefully I'm in a better mood. That'd be nice. I'm in a nice better mood. That'd be good. Alright.